everyone, it's Paula from Positive Energy. I've got a 20-minute core seated exercise plan for you today. So if you want to come and join me, let's get to it. We're going to have the music on, we're going to have a little warm up, and then we're going to get started. So all you need is a chair. I've got my Fitbox 3 cube here. So again, just bring those arms forward and back and around the body. Work at your own level, work and have a rest if you want to, if the minute is too long, and then we'll work from there. So just nice little forward and back on the arms, and then just start to bring them out into a circle for me. Work at your own pace. You can use weights if you wish, you can use tins of beans, you can use bottles of water, you can fill a nice milk bottle with water, with sand, with soil, and just sellotape the top of it, so you can actually use that as a weight if you wish. Again, work at your own level, work at your own pace. The workout is yours to do whatever you wish, all right? So nice little warm up there, and again, circle round, a couple of little knee lifts for me, and again, we're going to be seated, and a couple of standing ones as well. So it just goes to prove that you don't have to be on the floor doing your core work. You can be in a seated position. And again, you can split this workout into half. If you think it's too long, just do half of it. Go back and repeat it. And as you get fitter and stronger, then you'll be able to do a little bit more. So when you're ready, let's take a seat. Let's put the music on and let's get started, shall we? Take a seat, be nice and comfortable. If you are using weights, have them to hand. There's my milk bottle full of sand, and there's my hand weights, of course, that I have, but tins of beans will work just as well. So if you're ready, let's put a little bit of music on. So we're going to start with a seated side bend.
Get ready. Your training
So
begins.
hands at the side.
In 4,
Take it down
3,
to the side.
2,
and lift.
1.
Let's go. Side, centre. If you think it's too quick, slow it down. You don't have to go to the beat of the music. You can go half time. If you have a weight in your hand, just gently drop it to one side and then lift. Always come back to centre and have your feet on the floor. Now, of course, if you've got a stability ball, you can do this on the ball to make the core work a little bit harder. 22 years experience sat in front of you, and I've always got an answer, okay, to make things easier or harder, or adapt it to you. Keep those shoulders down, look, as we drop. And from the side, I'm just moving sideways, keeping my shoulders in line with my head. Obviously, it helps if you've got a chair that's not got an arm to it.
Rest. In 4,
Have a little rest.
3, 2,
Easy
1.
swap over, okay? If you feel that you've come away from a good central balance, hips
Exercise
forward,
2.
other side.
In 4,
Readdress.
3,
Make
2,
it harder. Put on your hand onto the shoulder. Try not to lean too far down, and try to make sure that the arm that's got the weight in, or the arm that's moving down towards the floor, stays long and strong. Don't want to see any bend in the elbow. Okay, you're making those side abdominals do the work. You're also sucking in the core at the front, and you've got a lovely flat back. So again, from the side, flat back. So I'm not sat here crunching over to the side. Control your breathing for me, and think that you're stuck in some patio doors. You can't come forward and you can't go back. Lovely. Again, this hand can be down by the side if you wish. Slow and steady. We're going to move to our next exercise.
Take a 10-second rest.
10-second rest. So we're going to go jack legs. So I'm going to move my weights out of the way. I'm going to give myself some room on the floor. Hold on if you need to.
In 4,
Out and in on the
3,
legs. Ready?
2,
Brace
1.
the core. Out and in. Now again, you're not sat against the backrest of the chair. Okay? Out and in. Lifting the feet off the floor engages those lower abdominals. And again, if you want to move your arms, you can move them out to the side and really brace the core up. If you're struggling to keep your toes on the floor, go flat-footed. Lift and lower. Work those outer hips as well. Brace the core. Strong. Again, make it easier. You can go single leg at a time. You don't have to go straight in for the double. Again, keep strong in the shoulders and brace up the abdominals. Lovely. Keep going. Squeeze those arms.
Take a 10-second rest.
10-second rest. That came quick. Ready? Again, stay seated for me. You may have a weight in your hand, your milk bottle.
Exercise 4.
We're going from here to overhead.
2.
Let's go. Strong. Now, if you want to work a little bit harder, don't let the weight touch the tops of your legs. Have a little bit of a gap. Keep those arms going up. Strong arms from the side. Always good to see a side profile. Don't forget to breathe. You must breathe. This milk bottle is a 4 litre, so it's your 2-pinter, filled with sand. It's about 3 kilograms. Okay, so just to let you know, brace those abs up, elongating those abs as you raise up. Good effort, everybody. Keep going. We're going to go into some toe touches in a moment.
Take a 10-second rest.
Second rest. These minutes are coming round quick.
2.
Okay, good job. Again, if you need to get up and get down, feel free. We're going to reach and we're going to touch our toes.
In 4, 3, 2.
Off we go. We reach and we touch. So what I don't want you to do is be sat right on the edge of your chair. And if you're on a ball, a stability ball, you need to be going slower. Remember, that is a more unstable base. I'm just turning my knees slightly out there. Can you see? So I'm not over the top. I'm giving myself room. And I'm putting my foot down every time. I'm squeezing side profile. Squeeze those abdominals. But give yourself room. Room to progress. Toe touches. It's going to elevate the heart rate as well. This is going to get you quite warm. But again, it's for everybody. Everybody can do this at whatever level they're at.
Take a 10-second
Good for the
rest.
neck.
In 4,
Work the core.
3, 2.
Okay,
1.
single leg raise. Okay, so take a leg out for me. Standing tall.
Exercise 6.
Hold on.
In
Just
4,
give me a raise.
3, 2.
Let's go.
1.
Toe up. Now, if that's too difficult, you give me a knee bend and you squeeze. Now, I've gone straight on there to one leg. If that's too difficult, you alternate and you lift them up. So this is level 1. Level 2, straight leg raises. So I've just let go there. I just want to get a little bit more purchase on my seat there. Straight leg. And again, crunching up. Just remember, if you're on your sofa and your seat is lower than your knees are more like that, that's going to be harder work. You almost want to be 90 degrees at the height of your chair. Yes? So a little point there. And again, your sofa, you're going to sink into it, aren't you?
10-second
Not going
rest.
to go for a
In
good
4,
posture.
3, 2.
Lovely, well done. So I'm going to take my legs a little bit wider there, and I'm going to come
Exercise
forward and
In
reach.
4, 3,
Give yourself room.
2, 1.
Let's go, reach. And we're going to go side to side. And we're going to squeeze. So just remember the height of the chair is really important. Again, you may want to put some very light weights or tins of beans as you progress through this exercise. You do it 3 times a week. You can work the core. You can mix it in with other things that you do. Remember to keep that posture tall. Reach and lean. So as we're leaning, we're stretching. You can add a bit of pace. Remain those hips forward and to me. Heels are down to the floor. Good job. Woo, let's go. Almost as if you're grabbing something off the shelf as you're jogging through the supermarket and you're in a rush.
10-second rest.
10 seconds.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lovely. So I'm going to go for a higher knee this time. So I'm going to stand,
Exercise 8.
pick up a
In
knee,
4,
sit
3,
down.
2,
Let's go. We
1.
stand. Pick up a knee, sit. Now what I'd like for you to do is if you want to work harder, add a knee at the top and bottom. Can you see what's happened there? I've sat, I've picked a knee, I've stood, I've picked up the other one. Again, this can be slower, because when we go onto the other side, we're going to work the other leg. Lift, drive. Lift at seat, lift at stand. We keep working. If you're starting to slow down, you might need to lean into that squat position. And remember, not to lean against your chair. We're here. We're lifting. We're lifting. Lift, lift.
Take a 10-second rest.
10 seconds.
In 4, 3, 2, 1.
My motto is always go to the end of the music, the workout track.
Exercise 9.
Let's change
In
legs.
4,
So we're going to lift this one.
2,
Let's go.
1.
We're going to squeeze, stand, lift. Sit down, squeeze, stand and lift. Look at the gap in between the knees. The knees don't touch. That is absolutely paramount. If you can get it, doesn't matter how many repetitions you do. The important thing is you know it's right and you're doing the best that you can do right now. Woo! Let's go. Squeeze, lift, add the knee. Good job. Woo! We're going to do this, team. We've got this. I know you're doing the best. You hear the out of breath sound? It's working the heart rate, standing up and down. Woo! Good work. Stand up tall at the top. Try not to lean over.
10-second rest.
Off we
In
go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic. Okay. Woo! Shoulders. We're going to do a double knee touch now.
Exercise 10.
So we're going to bring both
In
the knees
4, 3,
in together.
2,
Hands
1.
go behind the chair leg. So we're now going to add the squeeze from the side. Let's get side profile. Hands behind leg. Feet are down. We squeeze. We touch. Chest comes up. Arms are there for support, and they might be around the back of your chair. Squeeze, push. Squeeze, push. Try not to arch the back, lower. Let's go. So lift. This is quite difficult going in for the double, so by all means, go for a single squeeze if you wish. Woo! Fantastic work, guys. Come on. We've got this. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Take a 10-second rest.
Excellent
In
work.
4, 3, 2,
Woo!
1.
So now you're going to put one hand behind you and you're going to reach up. We're going to do
Exercise
side
11.
bend.
In 4,
Okay.
3,
One
2,
arm up.
1.
You're going to wave at me. So we're going to reach and stretch. Now one hand is behind my back. Now if it won't go behind your back, at the side will be fine. But what you've got to remember is that you can't overstretch and fall off your chair. Okay, really get your feet in a good balanced and stable position. Reach, stretch, pull down and get the elbow at the side of your waist. Everything's engaged. Stretch. And this one's relaxed and down and out the way. Look, it's out here, out of sight. Reach and stretch, keep those shoulders down. I don't want this. Just things that I'm thinking about, just
Take
teaching
a
points
10-second rest.
for
In
you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome, awesome. So again, just circle. If you haven't got the range in your shoulder,
Exercise
it
12.
sits there.
In 4,
Other side.
3, 2,
Let's go. We stretch and reach. It just goes to prove you can do anything with your core. You don't have different ranges. It's all about functionality. So again, keep those arms going as high and just off that center midline. One side might be a little bit tighter than the other. Come on, let's go, let's go. Squeeze and pull. Great work, great work. So we're going to add a little bit of a hip tilt coming up. So just to work a little bit off your chair, but with your hands behind. We're going to tilt the hips. If it doesn't suit you, don't do it. Simple as that. Go back and repeat something that we've done.
In 4, 3, 2,
my arm's aching there more than anything. So again, just going to have the hands on. We're going to come off.
Exercise.
We're going to lift and slide.
3, 2.
So we lift, push, tilt the hip, sit down. Now those of you that are quite advanced might just need to tap your bottom on the edge of your chair and tilt those hips up to the ceiling. Depends how strong your shoulders are. And if you want to come off, give them a little bit of a stretch. You can. Look at my heels in contact with the floor. I need you to lift and squeeze your bottom cheeks right here and work these hamstrings as well. This is quite challenging, so you might need to stop. You might want to say, right, Paula, I'm going to do 4 hip tilts, and then I'm going to drop down, have a stretch, and go back in again. Let's go. We're going to still keep in contact with the chair, but we're going to move to the
Take
side.
a 10-second rest.
Woo.
In 4,
Good job.
2, 1.
Okay, so now you've got the chair. So we're going to go into our little mountain climbers.
Exercise 14.
So we're going to put our
In
hands
4,
directly
3,
over
2,
and climb.
1.
Now you must make sure that your chair is stable and secure. Put it against a wall, a door, a sofa. Okay? Arms directly underneath those wrists. Now again, this is quite a challenge, so you might need to come up and roll the shoulders. Back in onto the toes, push. Keep going, don't stop. Look at my toes, I'm on my toes here, and I'm just driving my knees. One at a time, nothing fast. Whew, come up onto the toes. And again, you can stop at any time, roll the shoulders. Fantastic work. Just keep going, keep looking down at the chair. If it's slipping away, then the weight isn't far forward enough. Woo!
Take a 10-second rest.
Good job. We're going to sit down again.
3, 2,
Oh, nice. Woo! Opposite elbow
Exercise
to
15.
opposite knee.
In 4,
Hands
3,
up.
2,
90 degrees.
1.
Lift. I'm getting very warm here. I hope you guys are all right. So we're going to go opposite. So we're now working obliques. Remember, this is very difficult. If you're on a ball, you have to go slow. I'm trying to keep my arms at 90 elbow, 90 on the shoulders. And I'm trying to touch the inside of my knee. Now, if you can't get there, just aim for it. And then again, that's a little pinch point for you to work on. Good work, everybody. Fantastic. We're going to finish with the last exercise, a seated crunch. And we're going to call it. Woo! Excellent work.
10-second rest.
Here we go. Last exercise
3,
coming up.
2,
Take more rest. Fingertips on the shoulders. We're going to seated crunch.
In 4,
So look 45 degrees
2,
in front. Seat crunch. So again, from the side, we crunch, we arch the back. A seated abdominal crunch, going nowhere near the neck. Keep the space. Aim for the middle, in between. Try to get the upper part of the core towards your quadriceps. Front of the legs. Let's go. Depends how much flexibility and range you you've got in that spine. Once you've seen me do this a couple of times, look at the floor as you're crunching down. And then as you come up, you can look at me. You don't have to, you can concentrate. Squeeze, a seated abdominal squeeze. This is your last one. Great work. Keep those elbows down.
10 seconds
10
rest.
seconds rest.
4,
3, 2, 1. Woo! That was excellent. Really good. So it just goes to prove you can do quite a bit of work in a seated position. A couple of things were just off the chair. Now let's have a little bit of a stretch through the glutes. So I've gone into a little triangle stretch there. I've put my hands around the front, so I'm just going to lean into that stretch. And what that's doing is stretching my glutes here. You're getting me sweating, look. Okay, 20 minutes of seated core work. Can't beat it. And again, get people involved. Send them the link. Tell them that this is easy and they can do it. Whew, excellent. Good work. I've been wanting to do that for a while, just to add it to the page. Again, feel free to contact me if you need any help, any advice, or, ways forward, motivation and things like that. Been in the industry quite a long time, 22 years, although I haste to admit I've met some wonderful people and helped so many people along the way with their diet, their fitness, their goals, their objectives, their careers. I just love seeing people shine and know that they can really make a difference. And again, sometimes it's just structure, sometimes it's just pointing in the right direction, the motivation and the encouragement and the support as well. Because once you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want to. So I've just changed legs on there and I've just leant forward. Everything in balance, everything in moderation, smart goals, achievable. Brilliant. Yes, of course, we come up against some stumbling blocks that there's always a way round. Place your hands on the fronts of the knees and lean into it. And then slowly come on up. Place your hands behind your chair and give that chest a little bit of a stretch. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back sometime soon with another workout for you. I always like to keep you on your toes. So enjoy, play it as many times as you want, and give me some feedback. I'll see you soon. Take care.